Hello and welcome to Monday. It's been a good day so far, and well, how do I put this? I've been spending a lot of time thinking about how to prepare for next year. It's been the topic of many vlogs recently, and going into that, it's trying to get into the swing of things, trying to be like, okay, if I'm starting off the new year, what can I accomplish and what can I get done in order to prepare and do everything that I want? Some minor things, well, some major things are like start writing more, uh, whether it's in the Techo that I have, which is a daily planner kind of thing, learning how to do that because that's a whole thing. Um, Listening to more music. I've One of the things I want to do is just listen to an album a day kind of project thing. That's gonna be interesting, and yeah, I figured that and of course going for walks and runs and doing everything that I kind of do right now, keeping up with this, just trying to get more into hobbies and whatnot. Um, the best way to go about doing that is to start early. And we're at the point where I need to start doing things very consistently if I want to get into the habit of doing them for next year. Because today is what, the 12th? So that means I've heard that it takes like, what, 3 weeks to form a habit? So we're right around that time where if I want to start doing stuff, I need to actively work on it presently and prepare for the new year. So, how do I, like, for me at least, 2023 starts right about now. And we'll see what becomes that. With my Techo, I definitely want to start writing, like, logging my weight, what um, like, how I felt mood wise, if today was a good day or a bad day. If I listen to music, like, I want to do an album a day. What album am I listening to? What what my opinions on it were. If I have an appointment or anything like dentist or doctor or anything like that, write that down on the monthly planner section. Be like, okay, this is coming up on this date at this time, so I'm aware of it. Of course, I would write all these things down on my phone, but it's nice to have a hard physical backup. And I'm looking over there because that's where it is. But it's just nice to have like all that written down. If I went for a run or a walk that morning, like just things like that, like things that while I seem too trivial to share here, it's like, oh, speaking of, it did snow this morning. I didn't go for a walk because of it. Also, tomorrow is gonna be like freezing, so. But yeah, things trivial things that are like, hey, the weather was nice today, or um, it rained today, or I found it a bit too hot to do anything. Things that I wouldn't really talk about. I This leads me into another vlog topic that I talked about a few weeks or months ago. It was talk about the mundane, or write about the mundane rather, and it's exactly what I want to do. It's just like learn how to speak and elaborate and make stories out of just like things that are very insignificant. That's the good mark of a storyteller, somebody who can explain and like ramble on about nothing. Um, an example is just like a podcast that I listen to on occasion. They like people watching, which is just like, every time they go to the store or like out and about, they sit down or like they just stand there and like if two people are just having a discussion that's a bit louder than it should be, they just write that down and like, oh yes, yes, this will make good content. And then they discuss like, oh, this married couple who is like, in their 60s 70s went to the store and they're gonna make whatever baked good, and the store was out of butter, or like the brand of butter that they liked, and they were just standing there just discussing, should we make this dessert, should we not? things like that. It's just like you can write about such utter mundane stuff and make it so engaging. It's like it's great, and that's definitely what I want to use the Tetra for. Just like I understand, like people have journal for like deep and like meaningful thoughts. I just want this to be fun. Just a book about nothing, and it seems like it'd be super dope and super fun and hilarious to do. So I think I'll do that for the upcoming New Year. Speaking of, I've been like writing down just like on scraps of paper or whatever, just like things that I want to get done, or writing about like what would I put in the Tetra when I start doing it. Need to be more consistent with that, but hey, we're getting there. And yeah, we'll see how well we accomplish that. For now, however, that's what I'm gonna call it for today. Again, rambling on about nothing. It's part of why you watch this. Hopefully more tomorrow you'll be seeing more rambling, but that's what we're gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.